there, I'm Barb Winsor, contemporary artist and interior designer. I wanted to share with you today sometimes how my color palette is swayed by the beautiful fabrics and textures that I'm working with a client. This painting here, I kind of went through a phase where I was liking simplistic paintings. I like that it's a little more edgy. And so here's a selection of something that I did for a client here with the rugs and the fabrics and the pillows. And you can see how well that this actually tied in. Here's another example, just bringing in a little pop of color. But it's very hard for me not to get influenced by the fabrics and the colors that I know that people are using. So here is another example of a palette tone that I've put together for a client, using the soft blues, some grays, a little bit of turquoise, and I love having like an unexpected pop of color in a room. So what I came up with is this painting here. It's a really soft palette of soft grays, little blues, a little bit of turquoise. I love that it isn't matchy-matchy with this, but I love these color tones and the way that they look in a room. It's a really soft, serene look. And I do like to do this sort of genre a lot, using all sorts of different color palettes. Hi, welcome to my current studio at the Nest in Bridgeport. Come on in and I'll show you around. So this is the space that I'm currently using. It's a little small for me, but it's been a great place to be. I've been busy throughout the summer and I actually sold quite a lot of art, so I'm depleted a little bit. So I've been working on quite a few pieces. And so just to show you what I've been working on, I mean, some are completed, some I'm still working on. Just to show you, here's my sort of black and white and gold series that I told you about before at the beginning of the video. And this is one of my favorite paintings called Full Circle. And it's like one of those paintings that everything worked. It just came together, it all worked. So I really love that one. And here's a couple paintings here that are in the middle. Sometimes I'll do some work and then I'll think about it for a while. But I like to add layers and layers, and so sometimes it just takes me a bit to get through these. And sometimes I feel stuck and I don't know how to proceed forward, and I have to think about it. Here's some of the bigger canvases that I've worked on, and I love painting on really big canvases. I don't like restrictions. I like just having to have a lot of space to move in, and so I really enjoy that a lot. And these are two paintings that I'm working on, in the middle of it, playing around with it, and I've left them for a while and I will go back to it. I have to start mixing up colors and getting the right colors and working that out. Sometimes I mix up colors and then I forget what I've done. So sometimes it takes me a while to get back to that palette. Here's just a basic setup of some of my tools. A lot of my paints are here. I use a blow dryer when I'm doing a lot of layers, if I don't want to wait in between too long. So I can blow dry the layers so they're enough that I don't mesh together. Sometimes I want to mesh them all together, but sometimes I don't. And I like to use colored pencils just for some fine lines and making some scratches in pieces. Some of my brushes. Here's some of the mediums that I use. I like to sometimes add a gloss to the paint because I like that look finish. There's also some thickeners here for paint if I really want to build up some thickness to it. And here's one of my favorite books, actually. It's a book on India and fabrics and how they make a lot of the fabrics. This first picture, which I think is so fun, this is of them dyeing a lot of the fabrics. I'm really drawn to all of the colors. I just think I love that they wear such vibrant colors. Another page that I love. I love these oranges. I just look at this and I feel like painting. It's just so beautiful. Last, I love the jewels. I love these tones here. So I do use books a lot for inspirations. Over here is Sellery Kimball's book, Black and White in Between. It's my favorite decorating book, and I always skim through this to get some inspiration. So that's it. I'm really glad that you could join me. Thanks so much. Well, I've saved the best for last. We're standing in a building that's going to be the new nest. Won't be ready till next year at some point, but I want to share with you my new space. It's very basic at the moment. There's a lot of work to do, but I'm so excited about being here in the new space. Come on in. Welcome. I am so excited. I even just like to be in here just the way it is. The ceiling is so awesome. There's a lot of work to do. We've been working on the brick over here, taking off some of the paint. You obviously have to patch the floors, but I just wanted to maybe show you what I have in mind for the space. I love that I have a little corner here. So this is going to be my little sort of lounge area. I'm going to put some chairs, a black cowhide rug. I'm going to put a plant here, a coffee table where I can sit and look out the window. Over here, I'm going to walk over here. I'm going to use this as my wall for all of my products. I think I'm going to bring in, I have a vintage Irish pine cupboard that has some glass doors on the top. I think I'm going to bring that in, and then I'm going to have built a rack to hold all of my canvases if they're drying or if I have extra. And then over here towards the window, I'm going to get a huge utility table that I don't have to worry about. Going to have some stools, and I'll have my easels here. The windows and the light here is just amazing, and I cannot wait to come in here and spend hours at a time and wait until you see the whole building done. It is going to be so fabulous. So I hope with all this COVID that we can see each other soon, and thanks so much for joining me.